A Sydney couple shocked at the interest rate rise. Let's have a look. Hello everyone, Florian Heiser here and welcome to another episode of Heiser Says. Grab your stein of coffee and let's have a look at this article which is discussing a Sydney couple with a bloody huge mortgage shocked at the interest rate rise. Sydney couple with an $840,000 mortgage fear difficult financial impacts of interest rate rise. $8,400. $840,000. So let's just jump right in. Let's say they've got 840 grand. We'll do the worst case scenario. So they're sitting at 1.99% interest and they'll jump up to, I'm not sure the last bank we looked at, but they'll jump off that 840 and that's going from $3,100 a month in repayments to $4,711 a month, everyone. That's a hefty chunk of change. That's a 51% increase in repayments. And hopefully they'll have the buffers to deal with that. You'd expect so for a couple to get a $840,000 mortgage. But this is also, it's also telling you why we've got such a push for childcare in this country because, young couples, they both have to work. If they even want to have a chance at getting a house in Sydney, guys, 840 grand? That's nuts. It really is. Anyway, so let's have a look at this article. And I mean, none of us watching this channel will be shocked at all at the interest rate rises. A viewer left a comment the other day reminding me and I'm sure many other viewers about when the Reserve Bank was telling banks to prepare for negative interest rates. Remember that? And now, just for those of you playing at home, we can see interest rates are heading up. There you go. It's more than just a pixel. It's a couple of pixels now. So remember that. I think that viewer said that's when he fixed his mortgage. Really, it seems to be if you do the opposite of what the the Reserve Bank says, you should be okay. It feels like it, doesn't it? That seems wrong. So, Laura Tribolette and Shane Urquhart only moved into their new home in December, but have been left feeling really disappointed as the young couple face a potentially difficult financial situation as they are stung by interest rate rises. Well, you need to prepare for that. Everyone knows interest rates are going to go up, or maybe they don't. I guess because, I'm wearing the jacket because it's bloody freezing in Brisbane at the moment, guys. Sunshine State, my ass. Anyway, maybe just because we've been reading through all these articles and looking at the stuff over the last few years in property and have a healthy distrust of the Reserve Bank and, just base it on precedent. If they've got a repeated history of failing to accurately predict the future, chances are that their predictions are going to be wrong. Reserve Bank of Australia took economists by surprise today by announcing a supersized 0.5% rate hike. The official cash rate, or the official target rate, now stands at 85 basis points or 0.85%, after being increased last month too, marking the first back-to-back rate rise in 12 years. For the Sydney couple who already pay $3,400 a month on their mortgage. Okay, so they haven't locked in at a lower rate. Miss Tribolette said the current increase would force them to change how they spend their money outside their mortgage payments, as they expect the full 0.5% hike to be passed on. Well, yes. And this is where I make the argument that we will see the impact of these rate rises in discretionary spending before we start seeing it manifest in property. You're not going to see a bunch of first home buyers sell. They've fought to get into property. They're going to fight to hold on to it. And people are a lot more resilient and tougher than you realize. You can do it without a lot. You really can. There's a lot of fluff in our lives that you don't need. Stuff that you're paying money for that is a complete luxury. So that's going to be a pretty massive increase to our repayments. And I mean, that's nothing. So I mean, what are they? They're at 3,400, so what would they be? 2.25? Nope. We'll say 2.7. Okay, say they're 2.7, and it's what? 3.2. That's the increase. That's nothing. That's nothing. Wow. And they're worried about this. It's only just started. It's only just started. It will mean at least an extra $150 or $200 a month, she told news.com.au. How can someone with an $800,000 mortgage be worried about $200 a month? That's a real question I put to you guys. How? The increase is quite shocking. How is this shocking to anyone? How is it shocking? I would not have assumed it would have gone up that much. Wow. There are people like this. Is this real? Are these people real? Or am I just too old? Maybe I am. Maybe I am. I'm out of the demo, guys. You know, I'm a geriatric millennial. I don't believe I don't blindly believe what the Reserve Bank is telling me. The pair, who had been together for 6 years, well, why aren't they married, are currently paying off a mortgage worth $840,000 after building a 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom house in the northwest suburb of Box Hill. Why do they need a 3-bedroom house if it's just the two of them? Why do they need a 4-bedroom house if it's just the two of them? This is the problem. Okay? Back in the day, you would have started with a 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom house. That's what you would have started with. And then you would have extended as you need it. But now, you're building a 4-bedroom house with three bathrooms. I mean, are they renting out the rooms? They had hardcore saved for 5 years to make their dream of owning a home a reality. And when it came to their mortgage, the couple opted for a variable rate as it offered a much better deal compared to fixed rate options. We both earn comfortable incomes, working as a nurse and a metal fabricator. She said she was worried about future increases that are predicted to hit in coming months, with RBA Governor Philip Lowe flagging rates could hit as high as 2.5% over time. Okay, so let's say we go to 5.2. There you go. Even that is a 30% increase, or 35% increase, $1,200. If she's already freaking out over $200 a month, time to rent out those rooms. You got 3 rooms you can rent out? Do it now. Time to do some extra nursing shifts, get a bit of fabbing on the side. Considering I wasn't really expecting it to go up this much. It's only just started. Shit. Can this be right? Guys, tell me in the comments. Talk to your friends and let me know in the comments if people are surprised about this. Okay? Let me know. I'm talking to other professionals in the construction industry, and usually older people in the game. So they've all been around enough to realize it's all going to shit. And, it's going to be a mess. So maybe that's why I find this hilarious. Well, not really. It's kind of sad, really. This is a hard lesson they've got to learn. This is going to be a test on their relationship. I'm a little bit worried if it does go up anymore, it'll be really difficult financially, she said. I don't think that amount now makes us struggle, but we'll have to make sacrifices on things we enjoy. Okay, so they're growing up. Is this just that they're growing up? They'll have to think about their money for the first time. However, if it was going to go up more, then we might be a bit more of a struggle. And that's what we might have to look at our budget and really tighten things up. Well, it's going to happen. So after the RBA unleashed its first interest rate rise last month, sending it from a record low of 0.1 to 0.35, Ms. Tribolet said the rate on their mortgage jumped from 2.1% to 2.3%, adding over $100 a month to their mortgage repayments. The 27-year-old said the first hike left the couple feeling frustrated, even though they could afford it. They were pretty annoyed just because the reason we went with the bank was because they were offering a lower rate, and that rate was good, she said. That meant it was going to put a bit of extra money in our pockets to save for other things and pay off the house as quick as we can and live our life. Now, she said, they may need to consider refinancing and moving to a fixed rate mortgage, but overall the interest rate rises were another blow after a tough few years. Well, here's the thing. So we're seeing prices fall. Now, if you get into a negative equity situation, you may not be able to refinance or move banks, at least. Considering everything that's happened over the last couple of years for everyone who has struggled in their own way financially and socially, this is another thorn on our side, and it keeps kicking us while we're down, she said. The last time the RBA increased the cash rate by more than the standard 0.25% was in February 2000, when it upped the rate by 0.5. In fact, an increase higher than 0.25 has only happened 4 times since 94. Calculations by Compare the Market show a 0.5% increase would add $203 to the monthly repayments on a loan of $750,000. Oh boy. Mortgage broker Rebecca Jarrett Dalton, founder of Two Red Shoes, advised there isn't a lot of borrowers can do when it comes to interest rates other than cut discretionary spending. Well, that's what they want. Borrowers should be mindful that their loans were assessed at higher interest rates and money is still cheap in the overall perspective, but we get that it's going to impact everyone's budget. And when they're already feeling the increase in grocery bills and fuels, she said. The number of Australians suffering mortgage stress is set to skyrocket with the second interest rate hike in just 35 days, with those who entered the market between November 2020 and May this year particularly impacted when rates sat at a record low of 0.1%. Almost 1 in 3 Aussies who are borrowing or renting say they won't be able to afford housing costs if the Reserve Bank lifts the interest rate by as much as it is expected to in coming months. However, the surprise winners out of the rate rise could be first-home buyers, with experts predicting interest rates could drive property prices down 10 to 15% by the end of 2023 and 2024. Let's have a talk about this one. Now, because I've been reading about property for a couple of years now, I'm working in the construction property sector as an architect. Could this be why I'm a bit surprised that someone is shocked that this could happen? Is this why? To me, this just seems ludicrous. Maybe it is. Maybe people just... Did people believe Philip Lowe when he said they won't raise rates until 2024? You'd have to, or else you wouldn't have gone variable. Well, best thing to do is check your budget, cut all the rubbish, all the, monthly subscriptions. Get rid of the Netflix, get rid of the Disney Plus, get rid of the Google hosting, get rid of every stupid little thing. Cut costs, cut costs. Start buying in bulk. Don't eat out. Go carnivore and OMAD. Only eat every day, once a day, or only eat every second day. Just try some fasting in there. That can reduce your food budget. And we all got a lot of emergency food reserves on our body. So there you go. But I think, honestly, this is, someone who's just getting a taste of what it's like when interest rates go up. And everything isn't quite going to plan. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on this one, guys, in the comments below. I'm just surprised anyone's shocked. We all knew it was coming. Didn't we? Anyway, thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe to the channel if you want to support us. There are a few ways you can. You can join us on YouTube or Patreon. Use our referral links from Amazon, eBay, Independent Reserve, or Aussie Broadband. Or contact us if you need any architectural support. Take care, guys. Have a great day. And I'll see you next time. Oh, it's so cold here today. All my screens, the bolts loosened because it was so cold, so I had to retighten them up. They were all falling over. That's how cold it is in Brisbane now. It's insane. Sunshine State. What bullshit that is.